鼻水が出そうだった。あ、なんか消したの。さて、操作方法忘れたわ。ここすいません、うるさいうるさいうるさいうるさいうるさいうるさいうるさい。音声ここご全部のアワードがあるのご存知ですか？ボーナスで確認できます。ファーズ画面からヘルプ読み切れない。何の音これ。あー、どこまで行ったんだこれ。すごいいびき聞こえる。
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. Despite the seriousness of your case, I read Mrs. Asher's meager...
ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。でけえわ音。でっかいでっかい。こんくらいかな。あれなった？もうちょっと下げるか。あ、おたえびっくりした。タオさんこんばんは。
Medicine.
薬です。超びっくりした。丸と×逆なんだよなこれ。こんばんはタオさん。
I've finished with this subject.
もう用ありません。やべえ、もう操作方法全然忘れたわ。これ去年やったやつだ。これ推理もんです。それでも犯人を探すやつ。血ついてる。
Red liquid is oozing out. Is it blood?
ホラーではないかな。イチゴだったな。
No, it's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
ホラーではないけど殺人は起きてる。
It's not just any railway guide. It's an ABC. It's open at the letter.
A のページを開
There
か
are
れ
no prints on the book.
本から指紋が出ませんでした。
The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another.
あ、使うにならないって。
It will not be possible to use them.
OK。
There are cigarette packets in a mess on the shelf. He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
彼の酔いを冷ますとこか。はったせばいいんじゃん。
I've finished with this subject.
起きろっつって。
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about our possible debtors and creditors.
あ、なんだっけ。
Bodley, the fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
Ah, そうだ、こいつの酔いをどうやって冷ますかってやつか。
Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
鼻がい。どうやって起こせばいいんだろう。はたす。水ぶっかけるかな。あの夜間でぶん殴るとか。あの夜間で殴る。
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
あ、それだけだな。一回外出なきゃいけないのかな、これ。あ、一回出れんだな。酔いを冷まさせる方かな。
Strawberries! Get your delicious strawberries here!
すごい、美味しいイチゴがある
Dash!
から。
A puddle! How clumsy. This place is run down.
観察。ガラクタ。どこだ。
This is a really cutthroat neighborhood. Anyone could have committed the crime.
成功した。何で起こせばいいんだろう、あのじいちゃん。走るのどうやんなきゃな。
Dash! A puddle!
ま
How
た入っちゃった。
clumsy.
この人怪しいんだよな。
Your fruit is rotten.
What? A foreigner dares to say that?
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen,
Quite
I
nice,
didn't
isn't
kill
it?
Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France! Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
一つの手がかり。この人は6時くらいに入ってったとこでしょ。
I will not obtain.
いるもんねえわって。
Strawberries, 6p a pound!
これであいつ起きないかな。あ、いっぱいいる。なんか
The priority is to question Asher. The priority
ピンタするのかな。
is not in any condition to be questioned.
かな。いや、酔いを覚まさせるとどうやって酔い覚まさせるんだろう。酒飲んでる人に薬飲ませるのかな。
Medicine.
じゃあなんもねえな。どうやって酔い覚まさせんだろう。
The priority is to question Asher.
殴ればいいんじゃないかも。どうやって酔い覚まさせんだ
Is
ろう。
not in any condition to be.
マジかー。そう待って、どうやって覚まさせる。 殴ればいいじゃないか。やだー。どうやって起こせばいいんだよ。
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
オッケーオッケー、これがボトルに
Let
流
us
んじゃ
now
ない？
try and get our brain cells to work.
遺体は午後11時発見された。もうそれちょっと待って。あ、間違えた間違えた間違えた。ちょっと待って。あ、バツと丸がさ、あ、さあ、じゃあ殺される前に何をしていたか。そうそうそうそう。これか。あ、間違った。ああワールドバスがあ、オッケー。ドライゴポイント。このビネガーの瓶で殴るんだね。
He's not in any condition to be questioned.
あ、そうだった。えそういうことね。シュール。
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbors, and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again. This man is in rather a bad state. This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
あー、お酒飲んで喧嘩したことあります？ないの。
What were you doing yesterday at the time of the crime?
Can't recall.
Come on, my friend. Try to remember. It is important.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I don't remember a thing.
I see. But maybe you do remember threatening to kill your wife?
So what? You
Ah,
shouldn't take
Zucker.
things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
そっか、
Are you
寝
often
ちゃう
involved
か。
in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
The truth is that someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him?
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet. Not...
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
アリバーあるじゃん。
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
何をしていた？寝てましたね、確かに。そうか。あ？こうか。ああ。
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
カウンターに置いたら指下がんないの。意味はこれでしょ？指紋ついてなかった。これでしょ？こうか。ダイイングメッセージ？
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
え、そうなの？え？ヘルプ。 再現。
The killer enters the shop. Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer.
おっぱ大きい。
The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her. He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
ね、成功。再現成功した。ええ感じや。
Asher has a strong alibi, and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 2:07 train. Are you coming?
ルフィさんこんばんは。
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot, and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I will go and see.
Oh, そろそろ順調だって。ベロベロベロ。
Dear Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. The Andover affair went like clockwork, don't you feel? But the fun has only just started. I would like to draw your attention to Bexhill-on-Sea on the 25th of this month. We're having a crazy time. Best wishes, ABC.
これ探偵ゲームですね。推理物。
The next crime will be in Bexhill. We must warn Jap to Scotland Yard.
Did the letter indicate anything that might help the police?
To be honest, I think we can already guess something
あ、
about
ちょ
the
っと
next
青画面になるね。よし、オッケー。
Daily Flicker, June the 22nd, 1935. Battle over control of bank system. What will the government do for money? Andover, murder of a tobacconist.
新聞とトロフィーもらった。
Andover, Hampshire, population 31,200 inhabitants.
Oh, 眠くなるの。考え事をすると眠くなっちゃうって。電話？
It's impossible to get through to Scotland Yard.
あ、ゲストに繋がることはないでしょうって。うん、好きですね。クイズとか。
Let us examine this more closely. Certain characters in these letters may have similar defects. Yes, this I is weird. The W is not printed properly. Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
違うのか。何がある？あと。
Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Yes, this I is weird.
で、W の文字でしょ？
Let us examine the characters in this word.
W の文字。
The W is not printed properly. Let us examine the characters in this
T はいいの
word.
か。で、A の文字でし
Yes,
ょ？
the A appears to be quite unusual. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. The W is not printed properly. However, the characters in the two words do not map. Yes, this I is weird. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defect. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
特徴的なもの？なんだろう。
Let us examine the characters in this word. The W is not printed properly.
そう、小文字の W が打たれてないの分かったけどさ。それだけ？
Yes, this I is weird. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
なんだ。I don't think that you are getting to see promise which are the public for a pro English process, of course. And that is no nice background. 何が違うんだ。What do you think? I believe the guy takes on the 全然わかりません。全然わかんないぞ。T の文字かな。でも T の文字すごいですな。で、ミストパイロット。あれプライここに
Right.
ものだ。
Let us compare this with the...
そうだ。いいえ。なんだって。ほんにゃこにゃこしてるマジ。ちょっといいえ。まだ見つけたなものあんだな、なんか。消えてんの W のでしょ。
The W is not printed properly. However, the characters in the two words do not match.
マッチする文字がありません。あ、マッチしなきゃいけないんだ。
No, I already saw that the letter A was slightly off-center in the two letters.
あ、つい
I
見つけ
have
た。
to find some other similar defects to confirm my
特
theory.
徴的な点。やばいしかねえじゃん。よ。
Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defect. I have to find some
これいいの
other
か。
similar defects to confirm my theory.
なるほどね。
The W is not printed properly.
わかったわかったわかった。こっ
Right.
ちだ。
Let us compare this with the other letter.
オッケーオッケー。こっちでも W が打たれてねえよっていうのを見つければいいんでしょ。
Of course, the W
Of
characters in the two
course.
letters do
Okay.
indeed have the same defect. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Both letters were written on the same typewriter and show the same characteristics.
You surprise me, Poirot. You usually ignore material proof.
But there is nothing usual about this case, Hastings. Nothing must be overlooked. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
新しいけどあとは殺人特別なことがあるか。じゃあこれでじゃあ違ったこれかで
So, Poirot, have you found something?
Oui, I believe so. But I am afraid it is not enough to stop the murderer. Let us go and see Chief Inspector Japp. I will explain there.
うん、OK だ。あ、そっちに行けない。
No doubt about it. Hastings is going bald.
It may be time to go to Scotland Yard.
なんでこれ前ないっていう感じがすんだ。
It may be time to go to Scotland Yard.
To Scotland Yard, please.
Question 6番。走るところがないのか。あ、たたさんこんばんは。おはようございます。おはようございますなの
Like all hunters, Hastings has always been fascinated by weapons. Japp appears to be snowed under.
大変ですね。書類の山。冷めた紅茶。どこだ。
Japp appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters. Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
I have compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
I suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
I fear so.
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very busy at this time of year, and we have no idea who the next victim will be.
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written over the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received the letter mentioning Bexhill, I deduced that the victim, like the town, might have been chosen by alphabetical order.
So, it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
Bien. We should leave you to work, Chief Inspector.
You have a few days to prepare yourself.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
大変だな、警察。探偵って憧れるよね。
Poirot?
Chief Inspector Japp, your call does not bode well.
Indeed, we have just found the body of a young woman on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC was placed on the body.
We'll be there as soon as possible.
あ、死んじゃったんだ。ベクスビーヒル。
Bexhill is a delightful town. It would be nice to come back and visit.
I do not entirely agree. Walking at the beach damages my shoes, and it hurts my knee.
So the years have not spared you, my friend. It's the same for all of us.
That is exactly what I said to myself when I saw you back from your travels.
Poirot!
Do not be offended, Hastings. I can see Jack waiting for us. And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good.
被害者はどうやって殺されたか。
Hastings appears to be ill at ease. He appeared to be relatively indifferent to Mrs. Asher's murder, but a young woman's murder seems to be troubling him greatly. I fear that this case is far from being solved.
Come on, Poirot. You'll find the killer.
おつけずかつお節、私好きなんだけどね。近所のスーパー置くのやめちゃったんだよね。
How do you do, gentlemen?
ごきげんよう、諸君。
I fear your admirer has struck again, Poirot. We haven't yet identified the victim, but it's a young woman, 20 to 25 years old. Death occurred last night between 11:30
11時
and 1
半から
o'clock,
1時。
and we found an ABC guide on the body.
Was she pretty?
Come on, Poirot. That's rather out of place. It has no bearing on the murder.
Are you certain? For women, it is often the most important thing. It often decides their destiny.
The body hasn't been moved. You can see for yourself.
Has the press been informed?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. I haven't yet
猫ですね。
informed them about the presence of the ABC guide in Andover.
Nobody has reported a young woman missing?
Not for the moment.
No witnesses, I imagine.
Indeed. We've asked everybody who may have met a young woman fitting her description last night to come and see us, but I have little hope of gaining
目
anything from
撃
it.
がないってす
It's
げえ
early
な。
days, Chief Inspector, and the news may not have spread around the town yet.
I hope you're right, Hastings.
Ah, 日村さん、こんばんは。
A braided silk belt. It may have belonged to the victim. These marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth.
今度 B でしょ。あ、B
The
だ。
guide is open at the page for the Bexhill train times.
そう、ちょっと眠さと戦いながらやってるわ。
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock. She was a great beauty. Strange that chap didn't notice it.
ポアロ。
The young woman wasn't wearing shoes or a coat, and was not carrying a bag. That's strange. Either the murderer stole her belongings, or she put them somewhere safe. Maybe so that she could bath. Apart from the marks on her neck, there are no signs of the struggle. She didn't manage to hit her assailant. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
探偵物だよね、ポアロってね。あ、ポアロってしかもあれじゃん。喫茶店。被害者どうやって殺された？
The poor child must have been strangled with his braided belt. Unfortunately, In view of the fabric, it is unlikely that we will find any print. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
共通してることないか。あ、違う。こっちか。
The medical officer should confirm that the victim was strangled with her own
あ、
bed.
本当にフリーだったん
That's what I
だ。
thought. She shows the usual signs of strangulation.
With a little luck, we'll find prints this time.
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Our killer is far too meticulous for that.
南京錠がどこのものかだよね。
This hat is locked. This hat is locked.
これか？お、いった。
A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
正しい番号わかんないんだけど、ちょっと待って。番号がわかりませんのよ。待って、ヒントがなさすぎる。
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock. This key is too small.
え、これしかないの？マジかよ。あれ、これ6番 ?9 番6番か。番号のヒントがないんだが。
Hastings appears to be ill at ease. I fear that this case is far from being so. Certes.
ヒントなさすぎない？番号わかりませんけど。
This hut is locked. This hut is locked.
紙に書いてたやつなんか持ってた？あ、間違えた間違えた。でも同じだな。
This hut is locked. A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
いや、わからんの。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。なんでして？そんな、まさか。716？ これマジか。
The number is upside down. This is definitely at number 6.
あー、なるほどね。あ、716かなあれ。頭いい。
A dual locking padlock.
716かな。715か6だなあれね。7、あ、ちょっと待って。よいしょ。7、探偵だった。716。あ、ちょっと行き過ぎた。716かな。あ、違った。715でいいのかな、じゃあ。あれ、あれ、はいっと。あ、鍵どうやって使うんだ？71、715かな。715か。あ、いいよいいよ。はい。鍵どうやって刺すんだ？あ、 なんか出た。つか。あ、いたあ、いた黄色。はっ。あ、オープン。ありがとう、日村さん。
It definitely was here that the victim left her belongings. It definitely was here that the victim left her belongings. The purse is full. Yet again, we can dismiss theft as the motives for the murder. Here is the watch she must have removed to prevent it from getting wet.
Oh.
A top-brand lipstick. She liked to take care of her appearance. As well as a photo of the victim with some company. It could be useful to me.
あれ、どこ見るとこ他にあるんだけど。
Betty's first day at work. Mom is very proud of you. Elizabeth Barnard, 7 August 1931. So, the young lady did have a name starting with B, and she worked as a ginger cat, an establishment that must be slightly further along the beach.
Jap has gone to the police. The victim has been identified and her family had reported her disappearance. She was called
Elizabeth Barnard, mainly Betty. She worked as a ginger cat at the cafe slightly further along the beach.
But Poirot, how on earth?
Never mind. Do you have her address?
Yes, she lived with her parents on the street leading to the beach, number 22. Shall we go?
You are far too impatient, Hastings. Let the poor people take in the news first. Let us go and visit the cafe where Betty worked.
Naるほど。難しい。一瞬眠くなったけど。はっってなった。進展していくね。あっつまやで。
I fear that this case is far from... Certes.
あ、ここね。そう。
I'll be with you in a minute, gentlemen.
ポリポリ。おでこかゆ。
Hastings would probably like us to rest here, but the investigation cannot wait. Something tells me that she's the owner of the ginger cat.
赤毛。厳格なクソ。
This woman must be the owner of the ginger cat. It looks like something is bothering her.
How can I help you?
A hot chocolate and a tea for my friend, please.
I'll bring it straight away.
今の間になんか調べればいいんだな。
I need to know the time range during which Betty was working on her own. These are the different waiting staff's bills. Which ones were written by Betty?
Betty やった。
Where is Betty?
Betty?
Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service?
一人きりで働いてるんですか？
Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service? This page won't help me.
このページは役に立った。OK。午前11時から
No, this person is not the last one to have worked with Betty.
え、この人か。あ、PM だもんな、あれ。この人。
Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Who did she serve?
うん、だと思う。誰と接触したかって。
Interesting.
5時から7時半まで。2時間半。
Who did she serve?
字汚ねえな。これか？
Most probably a family. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
これか。
Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. Maybe the murder? Betty served a family and a man on his own, a whiskey drinker. Maybe the murderer. This information will help me to progress.
おお。
What? Gentlemen, what are you doing?
We are searching for clues, mademoiselle. My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a detective, and this is Captain Hastings. Does Betty Barnard work here?
That is correct. She should have been here a while ago. Punctuality is the first rule of politeness.
I fear that Miss Barnard will not be coming today. She has just been found, dead, on the beach a few hundred meters from the cafe.
How awful. Poor young thing. What happened?
She appears to have been murdered.
This is most distressing. How this will affect my
仕
business, I
事
shudder
の
to
影
think.
響。そっち。
What can you tell us about Miss Barnard?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Miss Barnard was my employee. Her private life was none of my business.
You did know at least that she had a young man.
Indeed.
This photo was found. Is this him?
Yes, that's him all right. But I haven't seen him for some time.
Do you think there may have been some problems between them?
I'm not on those sort of terms with my staff. Now, please excuse me, I have work to do.
すげえな。この状況でも仕事すんのか。
The customer who ordered the whiskey might provide us more information. He may have been the last one to see Betty alive.
It is an interesting idea, Stings. Maybe he is a regular guest. What do you think, mademoiselle?
I don't think so. Our regular guests tend to order tea and cakes. At this time of the year, there are a lot of tourists about you never see
ああ、
again.
一見の。
That's what I thought. Time to visit Betty's home. I've finished with this subject.
まあ、用はありませんだって。
I have nothing to add on the subject of Miss Bernard. Please convey my condolences to her family.
よし、行くか。常連客であれば、ケーキと紅茶を頼むってことでしょ。ウイスキーは一軒さんが頼むっていう。うんふん。これ寝落ちしたらやばいんごだな。あちちベティの家ここか。チケナ。
How do you do, mademoiselle? My name is Hercule Poirot.
I know you. You're that detective we hear all about.
I do not know if that is a compliment, but I will take it as one for now. You are Betty's sister, I believe.
Yes. My name is Megan.
Can we come in?
Please do.
ポーラのこと知ってんだね、お姉さん。
My parents are at the police station. I doubt they'll be up to speaking to you later.
Do not worry, we will not bother them.
Did you know your sister's plans for yesterday evening?
No. I arrived by train this morning. My parents called me in a panic when they discovered that Betty had disappeared. She went out last night, but she didn't tell them where she was going.
What was your last conversation about?
Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother brought her a pair. The very day it happened. She was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
ああ、結婚を控えてて死んじゃったもんね。
What is she feeling at the moment?
Mr. Poirot, I don't like being stared at. If you have something to say,
目怖くね。
would you please say it to me?
目 怖えわ。
Betty's older sister is not just sad, she's angry. Did Betty go out often?
My sister wasn't a child, sir. She used to go out. She enjoyed films, dancing. She was a very good girl who didn't hang around with men. That's what they always say, no?
The pain is making you bitter, Mademoiselle Barnard.
I'm not interested in your compassion, Mr. Poirot.
Très bien, mademoiselle. Would you at least tell me a little about Betty's young man?
His name is Donald Fraser, a very nice young man. Oh, excuse me, I have to answer that.
But of course.
Betty's room is opposite the stairs on the first floor. Feel free to take a look if you think it might be useful.
This young woman is far too clever not to have anything else for us.
Do you think she's hiding something?
That is what I'm trying to find out.
Surely you don't think she did it?
I did not say anything of the sort. But young women always ruin your judgment, Hastings. Who knows, maybe Megan was jealous of her attractive young sister.
I see. She may have had her sights on the inheritance. Or maybe she was in love with Donald Fraser.
We have to study all scenarios, even the most unlikely. But I doubt that Mr. and Mrs. Barnard are rich enough to justify murder. While I try and get Miss Barnard to talk, I would like you to try and find Donald Fraser. It should be easy to find the estate agents where he works. Bring him to the Ginger Cat. I would like to talk with him before the Chief Inspector finds him.
ごめんごめんなさい。はい。ごめん。ごめんごめんごめん。ごめんごめんごめん。寝よう。ごめん。どんくらい寝てた？ごめん。ごめん。ごめん。寝るわ。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。寝ます。ごめん。いびき書いてた？ごめん。タンさんありがとうございます。ごめん。びっくりした。寝息？いびきじゃなくてよかった。ごめんなさい。寝ます。おとなしく。事故った事故った。ごめんなさい。タオさんありがとうございます。お疲れ様です。多分ね、一人で喋るの久々だからね、多分話し相手いないから。いやでも昨日じゃない、一昨日だっけ、昨日だっけ、話し相手いても寝てたね、私ね。ありがとうございました。ごめんなさいね、息うるさくて。ふんすかなっての。ごめんね。じゃあ。いや、びっくりした。マジびっくりした。おやすみ、じゃあ皆さん。ごめんね。セーブどうやんだこれ。待って、セーブの仕方。ちょっと待って。セーブの仕方がわかんない。違った。ごめんだった。間違った。本当にオートセーブかなこれ。わかんなかった。どうやんだろうと思って。オートセーブかなこれ。終了ってあるわ。終了だった。じゃあ寝ます。ごめんなさい皆さん。ごめんね。本当にごめんなさい、見てくれてる方。おとなしく寝ます。おやすみなさい。また明日よろしくお願いします。おやすみ。ごめんね。おやすみなさい。おやすみなさい。ありがとう。ごめんなさい。おやすみなさい。